Breaking news right now on CBS LA and CBS News Los Angeles. We have a pursuit here of some robbery suspects happening in South LA.
That's right. They are on surface streets at this point. You see that dark colored SUV. You see the cruiser not far behind. And of course, on a Friday afternoon before 3 o'clock, schools are about to start getting out, and you really have to be concerned about all the people that will be out and about on these streets right now.
We have Desmond Shaw live above the pursuit in SkyCal with the very latest. Des, you just got above it, so what do you know?
Yeah, so Juan and Amy, these are alleged robbery suspects. Apparently 4 people in the vehicle. This happened somewhere around the downtown LA area, and LAPD is saying that a gun was thrown out of the window on the 10 around Broadway, so right there in downtown LA as well. So hopefully that means they don't have any other weapons in the car. But 4 suspects in this vehicle, and it's not clear if LAPD witnessed this robbery, carjacking, or if the victim called it in. They were able to, we know that the person that this was taken from was able to get out of the vehicle, so not a hostage situation or anything like that. We have had some pretty dangerous driving, though, at one point. I mean, right here, geez, we're in the bike lane right here to get around some traffic. There was a park that they were in the Wilmington, or not Wilmington, but right around the 105 and the 110. Not sure if it was Magic Johnson Park or what, but just before we got eyes on this, we heard that the suspect got into a dead-end situation, and then they drove through the park to get back onto some pavement to escape and get out of to get out of that situation. So you see him going through some red lights, doing some weird maneuvers to get through some intersections as well. Like you said, Amy, it is definitely going to start to get busy. Afternoon rush hour is just now getting ready to get underway, and elementary schools, various schools getting out as well. So a lot of heightened danger here as we make a turn in Compton onto Compton Boulevard. So from downtown through South LA and now into the Compton area. Juan and Amy.
Desmond, do you know if it's been on surface streets mostly, or did they get off of the freeway at some point?
It's been, I would say, maybe 70% surface streets. We heard a little bit about the 110, the 105, and the 10 freeways. Just before we got over this one, they had been briefly on the eastbound 105 and then exited. So kind of a mixture of both. And fortunately, we're seeing kind of some wide open streets here at the moment. I believe there's 5 cruisers behind this. They have one of their LAPD helicopters overhead on this one. I think because of the violent nature of this want, I do not anticipate that they would go into tracking mode on this one. I guess it'll just kind of depend on how dangerous the suspect goes, but a lot of times when we're dealing with the more violent end of the criminal spectrum, LAPD tends to want to keep the cruisers as close behind as possible and not give them any leash if they want to try to get out and run. And now wrong side of the road on this divided street here on Compton Boulevard coming up on Wilmington. So this is, and look at it, I mean, LAPD, that's how aggressive they're being. They're actually going wrong way as well. They want to stick with this pursuit, it looks like, as we make that southbound turn onto Wilmington Avenue.
They usually don't, and we often talk about the fact that when they are on those freeways, everyone's going the same direction. You don't have the pedestrians, but on these surface streets, you've got so many people out and about, and the pedestrians that you have to deal with, and it looks like perhaps even some construction in this area, and but surprisingly, the roadway is wide open there.
Yeah, it looked, Amy, like they were perhaps slurring the streets where they grind down the asphalt a little bit and then repave. Are we coming to a stop here? What's going on? Doors open,
Doors open. Looks like they're making a run for it.
And 1, 2. Oh, we're losing the shot. 4 people indeed, yes.
Yes.
Try to keep with it. I'm not even sure which one is the driver now at this point, but they're kind of splitting up. They look like 4 young guys out here, and all of a sudden out running off of Coral Avenue and Laurel Canyon. Guys, I'm not sure if you lost my picture right now. Do you have my picture?
No, we still have your picture there, and it seems like they're running together, but then also some others are joining them. It is definitely confusing, Desmond. Well, we are losing your shot every now and then. Okay, you're back.
All right. We're definitely.
Yeah, we are having a problem there
with the trees. It's only one helicopter overhead as well. So plus suspects.
Okay.
Yeah, we are having a problem with Desmond's shot. Once he reestablishes and gets us a strong shot, you should see here, Amy, it's the end of a pursuit there. 4 suspects, as was expected, because this came through some radio chatter from the PD, all jumped out into this kind of semi-busy area. It looked like a development there. And some ran one way, others ran the other, and then some other young men kind of joined in as well. So it can get very confusing.
Very confusing. And if you are just joining us, they were 4 alleged robbery suspects. At one point in the pursuit, someone threw a gun out of a window. So they don't know if anyone else is armed, but we do know at one point they were armed when this alleged robbery happened. And we are still waiting for SkyCal to get their signal back. Desmond Shaw up there, and just having a little,
it happens. Technical issues for